She's the best of all of us. That's what my Uncle Harold told me once about Aunt Liz. When I talk about her, I say that she was over 100 years old, that she lived in Washington, D.C., that she used to work for the FBI, that she'd lived in a great old house in Chevy Chase, that she had a wooden bear and a Scotty dog. When I talk about her, I talk about hot breakfast served on china, and orange juice in crystal goblets, of personalized tours in the White House and Senate, of Christmas concerts in the Kennedy Center. At age 4, I remember visiting and catching the stomach flu. It was Christmas, 1958. Through eyes burning with fever, I saw her appear at my bed with ginger ale and an oatmeal raisin cookie. "You'll be better in the morning," she said. And she was right. When I was 16, I remember the first thing I wanted to do after I got my driver's license was to take the highways across the mountains of Kentucky to Washington to celebrate my new independence with Aunt Liz. I eventually did take that trip with a college friend 2 years later. Aunt Liz set us both up with blind dates. Why would a teenager want to celebrate his youth with a maiden aunt? Perhaps because she was young as we were, youthful, joyful, fiercely independent. She kept pace with every event of our lives and seemed to be there to meet us at every turn. When my mother, her sister, died in 1996, Aunt Liz came all the way to Kentucky and stayed to help us put my mom's things in order. Shuffling through papers and letters, we laughed, we cried, not just to grieve the passing of my mother, but to celebrate her life. The night of the funeral, I remember Aunt Liz and I drove into a tornado. Lightning bolts exploded all around us. We pulled off the road. Aunt Liz said, "Now, Fred, let's not be afraid. Let's sing." And she sang, "The Lord's my rock, in him I stand, a shelter in the time of storm. Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land, a shelter in a time of storm." And the storm passed. Whether it was a cookie or a song, Elizabeth Emma Eaton lived her 103 years under the mandate of St. Paul. Whatever things that are lovely, whatever things are true, whatever things are of good report, think on those things. And she became that which was truly lovely and true and worth talking about. How can I sum up the memories of cookies and china and crystal and Washington tours and youthful independence and songs in the night? I will repeat what my Uncle Harold said. Aunt Liz was the best of all of us. Yes, she was.